Yeah, this is going to be a pretty hype series between two Zerg players here. One is a Diamond player, one is a Platinum player, as per the border I'm seeing right in front of me.
Mhm.
All right, and we're just waiting for the readies. We're going to be starting off on Deadwing, and we are just waiting to load up. Both players are ready, and let's load into this map here. Yeah, we told you guys what the series is going to be, starting on Deadwing. Overgrowth is going to be map number 2, and map number 3 is the other one that's left, Expedition Lost.
The other one,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Expedition
love
Lost.
Expedition Lost. In terms of the new maps, it's easily my favorite one. So I
Apparently
hope we
my
can see.
stats love it, but I'm not sure whether I'm a fan of it. A lot of people I know veto it. I think all of the other CSL people who I've played against veto it, but I guess these guys are going to play on it. But let's see if we even get there, because we've got another two maps to get through first, and
Yep.
Maverick is, I suppose, the underdog in this match.
He is in the entire group. Uh, but that being said, it doesn't. I mean, he could have spent all week practicing for this group here. He's known about the group for a while, and we're speaking about Maverick. So let's go ahead and introduce him in the bottom right corner of Deadwing. He is spawning in as a yellow Zerg player for Formless Gaming. It is Maverick. And in the top right corner of Deadwing, spawning for Team All Inspiration, the blue Zerg player P Sosa.
He didn't pick pink. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he said just for me he's picking blue, and I don't know what that means. So I have no idea. But I do like the blue Zerg. I suppose it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah,
The yellow Zerg as well. I mean, with these enhanced colors, Zerg always looks pretty sweet. So you don't got to pick your color just based on what you think I like. You go with what makes you comfortable.
yeah.
So you and I both know P Sosa pretty well. I don't know Maverick very well. He plays for Formless Gaming. I actually haven't had too much interaction with those guys, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We haven't
Maverick's a
seen
pretty
anything.
cool guy. I've spoken with him about inter-clan activities and stuff like that. He's interested in
Okay.
getting his clan doing things with each other, just like we do with All Inspiration. So he's a pretty cool guy. I believe he's the CTL captain for Formless as well. Might be
Oh,
wrong on
good
that
point.
part, but I think he is.
All right. Well, as we said before, he is the underdog in this series, being the platinum player. But if he wants to win this, anyone can win in StarCraft.
Yeah.
Especially if you spend a lot of practice time just getting your builds down, and you just only have to play better than your opponent for the 10 minutes you're playing, right? So, well, 10 to
Yeah,
20, I suppose.
10 minutes. I mean, some people like to make swarm hosts. So
Yeah. All right. Well, P. Sosa does enjoy his swarm hosts, but I've never really seen him make them in ZVZ. I don't think he tends to go for the early roach ling aggression, and then if he doesn't kill his opponent with that, he follows up with just a ton of roaches.
yeah, I know he definitely enjoys gasless, but as I say that, he is throwing down the gas geyser in tandem with Maverick also throwing down his gas geyser, so we're gonna have some Ling Bailing wars to start with, I hope.
Awesome.
My favorite part of ZD.
Yeah, for sure. And P. Sosa Micro is pretty darn good. So, not knowing much about Mavericks Micro myself, I got to give the edge to this particular style of play to P. Sosa, but Maverick can definitely prove me wrong here. Yeah, and speaking of P. Sosa, I just want to bring up the fact that he has just been on a tear in terms of CTL events lately. He used to come second place all the time, and now it just seems like he's winning almost everything.
Yeah.
This is going to be a insane test for him. Not even the CSL as a whole, but even this group having Jacobus and Harrow and even Maverick in this group is going to be really tough to get
Yeah.
out of.
He says he has a reputation to live up to. Pressure's on him to maintain that. I mean, he won the last CD6 Weekly last weekend. He won something else recently as well, I believe. So he's tough.
All right. Ling's coming in here. They're going to get a scout off on the Baneling Nest, and Maverick is going to know what he's up against here versus P. Sosa. On the other side of the map, Baneling Nest not quite started yet for Maverick. It looks like he's thinking about making it. He did pull one guy out of gas.
I mean, the longer this Baning Nest get delays, P. Sosa gets the potential to apply some pressure soon, with the advantage of just having Banelings over Maverick. So Maverick, at the very least, he'll need to get some kind of a wall off down soon, I believe.
I like this option. Well, we're at 100 gas now, and Maverick has to make a decision as to what he wants to spend that on. Sorry, the second 100 gas. He did obviously get link speed with the first 100. Pisosa getting a great scout off with these lings. He's actually has a no. He's not going to be getting out with that ling. But
Oh, Evo Chamber.
oh, is this going to be like +1 carapace?
Yeah, I believe so. It's a very interesting style because that allows your Zerglings to survive a Baneling hit. So it allows for a little bit more sloppiness, but also as a result, you can just make so many more Lings and Banelings to pressure with, and then you just overrun your opponent because your opponent also needs many more Banelings to be able to kill your Zerglings.
All right. Well, I'm definitely interested to see how this plays out. The one thing I'm nervous about for Maverick is that it's going to take him a while to get that up and going here. Link speed finished for both players now. Well, in literally like 1 second for Piso, so it's going to be done. Baneling's being morphed in here. It looks like defensively. And it's really going to be up to who wants to put on pressure first. The Overlord spread is pretty good from both players. Pisosa knows some Lings are coming to apply some pressure. He's got Banelings on top of the ramp to defend anything too crazy here.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a little bit of engagement here. It looks like Maverick will come out on top, but I believe that Pisosa's lair tech of choice is going to finish up before Maverick's carapace, so it's going to provide some really interesting dynamics to this, especially if Pisosa opts for the Spire.
Yeah, that's I'm really keen to figure out what Pisos is going to do here with the lair, and there it is, the Spire going down right on time here. And all he has to do is just defend for a while. And once that Spire comes out, I mean, Maverick has invested so much in his Ling Bane army here with the upgrades come down, even getting a second evolution chamber. This is, I mean, he needs to probably get some damage done pretty soon. Ling's engaging over here at the third base for Maverick. There's no Banelings on the map for Maverick either, so, I mean, the Queens are in a good position. The Spinecrawler as well is in a pretty good position. Pisos are going to try to pick off a couple drones. I don't even think he got any. No.
No drones have been killed so far.
Yeah, nicely held off by Maverick so far. He's moving some drones across the map, and I don't know why. Spine crawlers?
No, they must
Spore
be a
crawlers?
mistake. They must be a mistake. No, they're coming anyway. Well, I mean, we have you jokingly say spore crawlers.
Oh, I wasn't jokingly saying. I think it's a really
thing.
interesting play. Yeah, for sure.
And
Was it Fenner? I think is the guy who like goes and just
Benner
puts.
has done it. Yeah, TLO has done it. I know, and I've seen Demaga do it, I believe, as well. Back when he played, or maybe that was TLO against Demaga. Either way,
Well, there's a huge huge engagement happening here. +1 carapace is finished for these Lings, but Pisosa Micro really good here to be. Oh, the drones are just now being like, why am I even here?
Oh.
They're going home. So he's not going to be turning them into spores. And these Lings for Maverick are tougher than Pisosa's Lings, so Pisos has to be really careful here, but there are 6 mutas on the way. This third base is going to be in a little bit of trouble, but I don't know. Oh, Queen getting caught out here. Nice pickup here for Maverick, and that +1 carapace really makes a difference. You can see in these battles here.
yeah, these Zerglings have survived for such a long period of time, but with the Mutas finally out, that gives Pisosa a little bit of breathing room, but with +1 Carapace Zerglings on the field, that forces the Mutalisks to maintain a defensive stance because Maverick is always going to have the superior ground units. So if your Mutalisks are away, then Maverick's just going to run circles around you, and he already is doing that.
Yeah, he picked off 4 drones from Pisosa here and is continuing to harass with these Zerglings. That's a really nice play from Maverick here. Now, looks like he's going to follow up. He actually got +1 missile attack way earlier than he even dropped his Hydra Den, so that was pretty interesting. But the Hydra Den is finishing up now, and he's going to have a sort of Ling Hydra force to go against Pisosa's Ling Muta force. And
Yeah.
Hydras are really good against Mutas, but the thing is they're really slow, even with the speed upgrade. So the Micro is going to have to be pretty darn good positioning as well for Maverick.
Yeah, I mean, now Pisos is finally just barely getting a handle on the situation. I think that he thinks he's going to be facing Mutas himself, because he's getting the +1 Flyer Carapace upgrade, expecting the Muta Wars, but with no third base being down, and I don't believe Pisosa has seen this either, so once he's seen that Maverick is on 2 bases still, I think he's going to maintain a much more defensive stance this game.
Oh, Maverick's actually slipped right by Pisosa's defensive Banelings here, and he's getting into the mineral line again. Pisosa's Mutas are coming all the way back home, and he has got to defend against this, and this is allowing Maverick to get out. Well, he's making Lings right now. I don't know if he's made Hydras yet. There's 4 on the map right now.
He really needs to, though. I mean, he's down 50 supply right now. He really needs to get that production rolling. The aggression has been very nice, but it's it hasn't really been buying time for anything yet. Just now these Hydras are coming out, but the Mutas are already on the field. He's actually going to finish the +1 Carapace as well, so that's going to help out when the Hydras start showing their face.
Yeah, that's a good point. If anything, Maverick was buying time for Pisos' third to get more production out of it, because his third wasn't down yet. So we can see that result in the supplies right now. Pisos crazy ahead in supply. And there are a good number of Hydras out here, but the Zerglings are going to be able to chew on them and do some pretty good damage. The Spore Crawlers are down as well for Maverick, though, and that's going to be hard for Pisosa to deal with.
Yeah, these spores, I mean, even though Pisosa has such a devastating air army here, the Spore Crawlers will still 3-shot Mutalisks. So you got to be really careful. And now the Hydras have been revealed, so I wonder if that's going to make Pisosa change his plans up. Yeah, he's going home.
He's like, F this. He has the lead. He does have the third base already up. He's going to drop some spines as well. Actually, his fourth base is almost finished also, so he is going to be able to severely outproduce Maverick. It's pretty much on Maverick to get some damage done really soon here with these Hydras, or else he's just going to be so far behind. I love the Baneling speed here from Pisosa. This is really going to help him out.
I mean, we're going to have a pseudo ZVT on our hands at this stage with the Baneling speed coming down, the +1 melee attacks coming down for Pisosa. I mean, Maverick's going to need some Roaches to tank for the Banelings. He does have the Roach Warren done, but I'm not sure if he has the Roach speed yet. No, he does not.
Yeah, those Banelings for Pisos are going to counter pretty much everything that Maverick has on the map right now. And once speed is done, those Hydras are not getting away from those Banelings. Muta's swooping in here from the right side, going to get into the natural, kill off some Overlords, maybe pick off the Queen, going to bring the Hydras back home. And now it's Pisosa buying time to get the Baneling speed out, to get that melee upgrade done, pick off a couple Hydras here and there. He's got to be careful. And he's going to get out of there pretty all right. I don't know if he lost any mutas in that. And look at this muta ball. This is pretty large.
Pisosa has lost 1 Mutalisk across this game. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's moving into the main now. Going to pick off the Queen here. He's going to pick off the other Queen, maybe. He could actually take out the Hydra Den. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of mutas, though, if he tries to do that. So it looks like he's going to say, nope, he's going to go ahead and leave. He did lose a few mutas in that engagement. But, I mean, his fourth base is done. The upgrades are coming in. Baneling speed is done. He's getting an infestation pit. He's droning up. I mean, Pisos is pretty happy with his position right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's just pulling Maverick around. Pisosa at this stage is in the I'm buying time for my transition, which is probably going to be some combination of Infestors and or Swarm Hosts with the Infestation Pit coming down here, as you mentioned. But, I mean, he's already got such a large Ling Baneling force that this Infestation Pit is probably not going to be required.
I think, I don't know, yeah, I mean, he has the option to go into Swarm Host for sure. I feel like I just have a feeling that it's going to be for a lair transition, maybe, so he can get some Broodlords out, possibly. But
yeah,
like you said, I don't know if we are going to. Yeah, there is a hive. My spidey senses were tingling in the right direction that time, but I don't even think it's going to matter at this point because it's going to take a while to get 2 Broodlords, and I mean, I'd really like to see these Zerglings and Banelings leave the base for Pisosa to get some damage done here.
Yeah, Pisos is kind of really tunnel visioned on making these mutas work, which is working out well for him. He's getting a lot for his money with these mutas, but the rest of his army could well be doing things as well. So, if you're in Maverick's position, where do you go from here? I mean, he's been building Hydras for the last 5-10 minutes or so, but he hasn't really managed to move out. He's only sort of really got to the Watchtower, and this is the second time he's made it to the Watchtower now. But I gotta feel there's got to be a next step somewhere.
I think the best play for Maverick would be to get a infestation pit. He's building a second Roach Warren. I wonder if that's a mistake.
Yeah.
I think an infestation pit with some infestors would be his sort of last-ditch effort here. And now, actually, the Hydras are coming in. Oh my god, I almost missed that. The Banelings get a full swarm on the Hydras, and everything dies, and the GG happens really quickly while I was looking at the second Roach Warren. So,
yeah,
there we go.
I got it.
Awesome. I'm glad you did, because I really wanted to see that, because having like 50 Banelings with speed roll into only Hydras must be a pretty sweet thing to look at.